How's it going, everyone? So we're going to make a video on a couple things that I've been seeing quite often, and I want to kind of help you avoid someone else's mistake. And let's get started. So first things first is you can buy stuff all you want from Amazon. I'm not going to argue that, whatever. But the problem comes with the quality that you're getting. Now, obviously everyone knows that it's probably not the best of quality, which I get it. However, let's discuss some very common things you should never use in a aftermarket 2-cycle kit, whatever it is. Leaf blower, edger. I mean, if it's a 2-cycle or requires that mix, never use it. Anything that's small, I'll just put it that way. First comes is these primers. I hesitate to even call them that because the only thing that these do is cause problems. They are just the problem child of anything aftermarket. And the messed up part is you get these all the time. In fact, I got these from a person that wanted me to replace them on all of his machines, and he gave me a pack. Now, I don't know what that number means, but I'm sure if you were to, decode it, it just means hot garbage. Let me explain. I've never, ever had a good experience with these. Now, there are videos that I did use these, and I did not like using them, but I did it because I needed to, and the owner wanted me to. If I can, I very rarely try to discourage someone from spending their own money. But this is one I would always do. If the original one is $8 and you can get 5 of these for $8, there's a reason why you get 5 of them for $8. They are crap. They do nothing but not fit right. They leak. They don't even prime right. And they end up breaking very quickly. And maybe 1 out of the 5 is probably fine. Maybe even 2. But in that case, are you really spending less money? All you're doing is just taking less time or more time when you could just buy the original one or at least a better aftermarket one and not have to worry about that nonsense. So first one on our list is this stupid primer with the little spring in it. If it were to work correctly, it wouldn't even need that spring, but whatever. So we're going to continue on with that. Next one are these spark plugs. Now, I don't know what brand this is. They have various names, but they're ones that you get in your aftermarket kits. I mean, they're rampant everywhere. I mean, they're just hot garbage. Let me explain almost every single scenario that's ever happened with these plugs with me. It works, and it branches off into 3 directions. 1, it works pretty decent for a short amount of time, and then stops abruptly. Don't know why. You think there's a problem, and then at the end of the day, the plug just went bad because it's a piece of crap. Or it branches off in the direction of it never runs right, and you end up chasing a whole lot of fuel issues probably, or leaks, or whatever the case may be, when the reality is the plug is just not doing it. It's just not working correctly. Maybe it's poor connection. I don't know. But you'll get super hard to start. You'll get improper combustion. You'll get black smoke. You'll get surging. You'll get all kinds of stuff. Unable to rev up to to a desired RPM. That type of thing always happens. So when that occurs, and you did put one of these garbage plugs in there, take the 10 minutes it takes for you to get in your car and go to the hardware store. 10 more minutes there, 10 more minutes back. 30 minutes you have a plug and you don't ever have to worry about it again. So don't ever use these garbage plugs. They're Torch, they're Torx, I don't know, wherever they are. It's just the ones that you get in every single aftermarket kit like you've ever seen. So don't do that. Next one is this black plastic line. Now, I kept this because I use it for other purposes, like tying up garbage or something like that. But it's the black, shiny plastic line. Or the black, not shiny line that is just kind of like a rubbery material. Now, I'm not saying the clear ones are much better. However, they will last a lot longer than this one. I don't know why, if it's what's with these, but that is always going to have a problem. Let me give you that same breakdown that I had before. If you have the clear, if you have the shiny line, it's going to distort unless you have a clamp on the end, whatever you're clamping it to or putting it on. It's just going to like not put a good suction on it, and you're going to get leaks. Happens every time. Now, if you get the rubbery one, it's just going to degrade insanely fast. One season, if that, depending on how much you use it, or if you use non-ethanol, you might be able to extend that out a little bit. But if you don't, you're lucky if you get that one season. So do not use that line unless it is a complete and total emergency. They're garbage. There's literally nothing good I can say about them, and I would highly recommend that you don't use them. So if you're thinking about it, don't do that. Now, this isn't on 2-cycle equipment, but this is going to be honorable mention because this happens quite a bit. If you get these stupid fuel shutoffs that are like super cheesy and they kind of look like the Honda ones, never get those. They will inevitably leak. So if you're in the market for a fuel shutoff, get a decent one. Don't get anything else. Next is going to be, I don't actually have one because I refuse to buy them, cheap aftermarket fuel caps. This is an original one that I took off a machine that was just broken, and I'd rather use an old original one that I have no idea what the condition is of their seal before I use anything that has to do with aftermarket fuel for those. They're crap. They will leak. They don't immediately leak. They will leak very shortly. So don't even bother. So I'm not going to even go into that one much more. That's all they're going to do. So if you are in the aftermarket section of Amazon and you're looking for stuff and blah 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 blah, you know, it's fine. But like I said, you always get crap like this, and you get air filters that don't even fit. You get those spark plugs that don't even work. The carburetor that usually comes with them, like I said, is probably decent-ish, but you're also getting a pretty cheap product there. And you know, I really harped on this pretty hard, but you know, these are not a whole lot better. However, they are better. If you get these in your kit, you can expect at least a year or two out of them. Just realize that's all they're really good for, is about a year or two. So if you are considering getting an aftermarket kit and you see the two kits there, one, and you just need maybe you just need an air filter and a carburetor. That's all you need. Or you do need an air filter and plug and carburetor. Don't get the one that has everything. There's a reason why that everything one is probably either cheaper or the same price. The carburetor's crap, the stuff that comes with it is crap, and you're never going to really get a good result from it. If you're going to get aftermarket, just get the carburetor only. If you do get a kit, make sure it's a reputable kit, and it's understand you shouldn't use half of it. That's really the only way to really know. The reputable ones are pretty much HIPAA. They're okay. Maybe like the Partsen ones are pretty decent, but that's about it. Just don't get the one with everything, because you will regret it. Because when you start going down the avenue of putting this crap into your machine, you're just going to be full of hardship. I mean, I literally took this one out of the machine that I was actually installing, and I refused to because it started to malfunction. Literally, when I was trying to install it and trying to press on it for the first time, almost instantly started to leak. And no, I'm not going to deal with that nonsense. So, honorable mention, not 100% all the time, but I don't really have one because I usually throw them away. But this is going to stand in for it. Cheap gaskets. Now, if you don't have one, they're better than not having one. But really look at them. If they don't fit, they probably never were supposed to. You just got a person that put a random gasket in there. Just assume that you should always look at your gaskets. The quality is probably not horrible, but just make sure they fit and they're the way they should be. So, a little helpful bonus hint or tip at the end of this video. I know it's real fast, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and leave you at that. Follow me on Instagram at SmallEngine101. If you like what you see, keep watching. Definitely subscribe. If this helped you out, put a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next video. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment, and I'll see you later. Have a good night.